The preparation methods of carboxylic acids. I will be talking about total 6 methods here. All are very important, will be used in conversions as well. The first one is from primary alcohols and aldehydes. Specifically, it is not used for ketones. I will talk about why it is not used for ketone. Then second one from alkyl benzenes. Third one from nitriles and amides. And this is specifically, we can say, for amides, because nitriles first we convert to amide and then we convert to carboxylic acids. Fourth one is from Grignard reagents. At many places you will be using Grignard reagent, and the mechanism I will be explaining. From acyl halides and anhydrides, it is actually from the compounds which have acyl group. Both acyl halides and anhydrides have acyl groups. Sixth, from esters. The first one from primary alcohols and aldehydes. First one from alcohols. This is the reaction you need to remember. Whether you use alkaline KMnO4 followed by hydrolysis. So if you use this approach, 2 steps are there. You can write it in 2 steps, or you can write just 1 and 2. It indicates that first this reaction happens and then this reaction happens. You get acid, and this is oxidation. The alcohols are oxidized to either aldehyde or to carboxylic acid. So primary alcohol will be oxidized to directly carboxylic acid if we use alkaline KMnO4 followed by acidic hydrolysis, or we can use chromium trioxide in acidic environment. In that case also you will get directly carboxylic acid from primary alcohols. The chromium trioxide is also known as red oxide of chromium, also known as chromic anhydride or chromic acid anhydride. Remember, it is not chromic acid. Sometimes it is written as chromic acid. It is either you call it chromium trioxide, red oxide of chromium, chromic anhydride, or chromic acid anhydride, anhydride of chromic acid. From aldehydes. So we talked about primary alcohols. Now we are talking about from aldehydes. Aldehydes also on oxidation will give you carboxylic acid. So remember, the progression is like you have 1 degree alcohol. It gets oxidized to aldehyde, and aldehyde further gets oxidized to carboxylic acid. Here we are talking about direct oxidation of alcohols to carboxylic acid in first case, and in second case we are talking about aldehydes oxidation to carboxylic acid. Remember, you can use same conditions, alkaline KMnO4 followed by acidic hydrolysis or chromium trioxide in acidic environment. Ketones are not used to produce carboxylic acids. What is the reason? First, it requires vigorous conditions, means a strong oxidizing agent, very high temperature. Moreover, what we get is a mixture of carboxylic acids. So if here you see this example, we have ketone here. This is one alkyl group, this is another alkyl group. On oxidation, it gives you 4 different carboxylic acids, and it will be difficult to separate them because they will have very close boiling point. So one cleavage will happen from here. So this cleavage will give you RCOOH and R-CH2COOH. If the cleavage is here, you will get R-COOH, and from here you will get RCH2COOH. So in total, 4 carboxylic acids. That's why it is not preferred. Second one from alkyl benzene. Specifically because it is alkyl benzene, it is applicable for aromatic carboxylic acids only. We are using alkyl benzene, so obviously you cannot produce aliphatic carboxylic acids. So you have alkyl group on benzene. What is specific about this preparation method? The specificity of this particular method is that whatever alkyl group you have here, it will get converted to COOH group. So remember, common mistake students do. This will not produce benzene ring here and CH2COOH. No. This is wrong. Alkyl group does not matter. Whatever alkyl group is there, it will be converted to COOH in all cases. Conditions you need to remember. You have KMnO4 with KOH. You heat it, you get salt of acid, and then on acidic hydrolysis, you get benzoic acid. So in all cases, what you are getting benzoic acid. Next one from nitriles and amides. As I said, it is actually from amides. Even if you have nitrile, you first convert it to amide and then you convert amide to carboxylic acid. These are the reactions you can consider. Basically, you will remember from amide to carboxylic acid. Whole amide group is converted to, this is amide group, CONH2. This is converted to COOH. This is amide group. This is converted to COOH. This is amide group. This is converted to COOH. So in all cases, amide group is being converted to COOH. How? By acidic hydrolysis. By acidic hydrolysis. With water only, but in these two cases, acidic hydrolysis. I would suggest you remember just acidic hydrolysis. Okay? That is considered correct. Now, if you have nitrile, in that case, nitrile is first converted to amide. You are not changing any conditions. If you have acidic hydrolysis done here, same conditions are here. And if you heat, this heat will take part in second step, but first nitrile will get converted to amide. So with the same conditions, nitrile and amide both will get converted to carboxylic acid. And what you get ammonia liberated. Although ammonia is not written in first reaction, it will be liberated in first case also. So ammonia is liberated. This is condition also you will be using in few questions to identify compound A, compound B, etc. So in conversion from nitrile or amide to carboxylic acid, ammonia is evolved. Next, fourth one, very important for conversion perspective. You will use Grignard reagent with carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide and Grignard reagent, when they combine, they give you carboxylic acid on further hydrolysis. What is the mechanism? The mechanism is Grignard reagent, magnesium being highly electropositive. This part actually is electropositive and alkyl group is electronegative. Remember, it is always comparative. So compared to MgX part, the alkyl part here is electronegative. In carbon dioxide, carbon is electropositive and oxygen is electronegative. So what happens? This electronegative part combines with electropositive carbon. So what will happen? You have O double bond C, O. This R combines here. And then this electropositive part combines to the other oxygen. So you get here, this bond breaks and you get OMgX. This is ionic part, oxygen electronegative, MgX electropositive. So this is same compound here, just written differently, but the same thing. This on acidic hydrolysis, what happens? That OMgX group gets converted to OH group. In all cases, such cases, remember, in few cases, this might not be C double bond O. Here, because it is C double bond O, that's why you are getting C double bond O, and this part will get converted to OH. So you will actually get COOH. You will get CO and this part OH. But in few cases, the reaction might be similar. So for example, if here, instead of double bond O, there is another alkyl group. So here there can be alkyl group, you will get alcohol only because this group will get converted to OH and you don't have carbonyl group. So in that case, you will get alcohol only. Mechanism will be very much similar. Next one, from acyl halides and anhydrides. In this case, it is actually the acyl group which is important. So if the compound has acyl group, this reaction will work. Both acyl halides and anhydrides have acyl groups. These are a few examples. This is acyl group. So this is acyl chloride. Here also this is anhydride. Anhydride are of this type, RCO whole twice O. Or if you don't have same R in both cases, then it can be RCO and then O, and then another RCO will be OCR dash. You write it COR dash. So this is one acyl group, this is another acyl group. So two acyl groups around oxygen, that is known as anhydride. So anhydride is of this type, RCO, O, R dash CO. You have acyl group, oxygen, another acyl group. If both acyl groups are same, you write it like this, RCO whole twice O. If both acyl groups are not same, you write it like this. Here you have one acyl group here, another acyl group here. But all these compounds have acyl groups. So when you get these reacted with water, so it is simple hydrolysis. Acyl halides and anhydrides on hydrolysis will give you carboxylic acids. In case where acyl groups are not same, you will get two carboxylic acids pertaining to two different acyl groups. If you have same acyl group, you will get one carboxylic acid. Easy to remember. If it is acyl halide or symmetrical anhydride. Symmetrical anhydride means both acyl groups are same, then you will get single carboxylic acid. If it is unsymmetrical anhydride, you will get two different carboxylic acids. Next one, last one, from esters. You will be using this one in those type of question, identify A, compound B, etc. When an ester is hydrolyzed, hydrolysis takes place, then you get acid and alcohol. So from esters, remember, because in esters you have two parts here. One part is this one and another part is this one. Why I am saying this one? Because if you draw the structure, it will be C double bond O this side and it will be OC2H5. So this part is different, this part is different. Cleavage takes place here and OH gets attached here. So cleavage takes place here. It is now like this and OC2H5. You have water here, which is like H plus and OH minus. OH minus gets attached here and H plus gets attached here. So you actually get the acid part here and alcohol part here. Simple hydrolysis takes place and you get acid and alcohol. Similarly, in this case, this is aliphatic ester. In this case, we preferably use a strong base. It is hydrolysis, okay? But normally to get the salt of acid first, we use base here. The final products are similar in both cases. The final products are acid and alcohol. But in case of aliphatic esters, first we use strong base to get the salt of the acid. Then on hydrolysis, that salt of acid gives you the acid. In first step itself, you get the alcohol. Alcohol you get in the first step itself, but the second step gives you the acid. That completes all the preparation methods of carboxylic acids.